Okay. Hi everyone. I am Shruti from the batch Basics, and my teammates are Vedavati, Vidyashri, and Sri Lakshmi. We are here to give a project demonstration titled Suspicious Activity Detection in ATM Centers using CNN under the guidance of Sir Dr. H. Chidananda, Associate Professor, Computer Science Department, RYMSc. So thank you for guiding us, sir. So now I'm gonna give the main motive behind our project, why we have chosen this. Nowadays, automated teller machines, that is ATMs, are being widely used for banking transactions and are becoming one of the necessities of everyday life. ATMs facilitates like withdrawal, deposit, and transfer of money from one account to another have become part of life. But unfortunately, what is happening is these all are ruled by criminal activities like money snatching, attack on customers, which are increasingly affecting the security of bank customers. So in our project, we proposed a video-based framework that identifies abnormal activities happening at the ATM centers, and an alarm is generated if the detected activity is suspicious. The proposed framework is able to distinguish the normal and abnormal activities like money snatching, harm to the customers, or attack on customers. This is the main motive behind our project. Further, the code explanation parts will be done by our team members. So thank you. Over to you, Sri Lakshmi.
I'm Sri Lakshmi. I'm going to tell about the softwares used in our project. We are using MATLAB for the doing our project. MATLAB is the programming platform designed to analyze and design the system. We can analyze the data and develop the algorithms, or we can create models or applications. It is used in machine learning, deep learning, signal processing, and communication, and image and video processing, etc. And we have used GoogleNet, which is a 22 layer deep convolution network layer that that's a variant of Inception network. It is a deep convolution network developed by the researchers at Google. It solved computer vision tasks such as image classification and object detection. It is also used for tasks such as face detection, recognition, and adversarial training, etc. In our project, we are using GoogleNet for extracting the features of the video. And we have used LSTM, which stands for Long Short Term Memory Network, which is a type of recurrent neural network, which is capable of learning order dependence in sequence prediction problems. And for training, we are using the database in which we are inputting the different videos, activities, which are fall, floor, hit, kick, pick, etc. And we are providing 20 videos for each activity for the training. And we have two files, which is main training and main test, one is used for training and other is used for testing. My friend will continue the code execution.
Hello everybody, this is Vidyashri. So I'll be explaining the execution part of our project. So yeah, this is the MATLAB where we'll be executing a project. So in the screen, you can see at the leftmost corner, you see the folders, right? So here you can see main test and main train. So obviously when it comes to machine learning or deep learning, you'll be having training and testing. So this is the train code. So when it comes to training code, I'll be explaining you, I'll give the overview of the code. So firstly, we will load the net. So this is our training code. So this is the code. So first we will be loading the pre-trained convolution network. So in CNN, the network that we are using is GoogleNet that was previously explained by my friend Sri Lakshmi. So in that net CNN, we will be including the GoogleNet. You will have different networks in the CNN, but we have chosen GoogleNet. And here in LoadNet, you are loading the data required for the output of our project. And coming to the below part here, you can see to view the frame, you're using num frames. That is, in a complete video, the video will be divided into different frames. So different frames calculate and produce the output. So that is what we do there. And coming to the weave, the corresponding label, the labeling is being done. And obviously, when you are taking a video as an input, there will be different actions performed in a video. So therefore, you need a looping constraint there so that every frame of the video is being detected and produce the output. And yeah, this is all about the video that will extract. These all are about the looping. And coming to frames to feature vectors, here you can clearly see the command line. So as I said, in a single video, there will be different frames. For each frame, you have to extract the feature. For example, if I'm playing a video, there you have to extract the person features to detect if it is illegal or illegal. So this is the coding part where the frame is converted to the feature, where feature is being extracted. This is all the part of it. And yeah, here you can see we will view the size. So for every frame, the size is being calculated in the sequence way and preparing the training data. So finally, at this position, you will prepare. So whatever the videos that you're using data set, you will finally prepare a trained data there. Yeah, and here you can see the LSTM network. As Sri Lakshmi said, we are using LSTM, that is nothing but the long short term memory, that is RNN. And finally, you will specify the training options. So obviously for training, we have different options based on the videos or the data set that we take. And yeah, here you will assemble the video classification. So we know that in CNN, the major thing that we need is classification. In our project, we'll classify whether the input is legal or illegal or suspicious or not suspicious. So this is where the final part is being done in the training set. Next, we will be going for the testing set. So if I had to give you an example, we prepare for our exams, right? So we make a notes and keep it aside, and we use the same notes while revision. Exactly in the same way, we will train for set of data. So here we have taken 20 videos for single activity. Based on your requirements, you can take n number of videos, and we will be training it. For our project, we have taken 20 videos for each activity, so totally 240 videos. And for executing this training, we require 3 hours. So the output has been put, you can see in the leftmost side, Shruti, show that net.mat. So in this net.mat, whatever the output we got for the training set is been saved here, and in testing program, we will be using that net.mat. Okay, if I had to explain you the testing part, it's very simple. Here you can see in file name, okay, Shruti, file name. In file name, I'll be taking the any input value. So even if you give any video, it will detect if it is a suspicious activity or no, that is legal or illegal. And here that is the file name. And in video, I will be considering the input in the form of video, and we will be dividing into different frames. So as I said, in a single video, we'll have different frames. So again, for our input value, we will be doing the looping thing here. So we are taking the loop based on your requirement. And here you can see the Y prediction, that is whatever the different data sets you take, we will predict the input and produce the output, what activity that is being detected here. So this was your testing part. So to make this more clear, we will be executing our project. So first, as we explain what our project is detecting the suspicious activity in ATM centers. So now I will be taking the example of kick. You can see in file name, we have taken kick. So we will be taking a video who is kicking. So you will get a pop-up message. So she has run the video now. Here you can see a person is kicking. So if this action is performed, you are getting an output kick. And also you're getting a pop-up message saying it is a suspicious activity. In fact, we also get a audio, that is alert message, but don't know if it is being detected here. So we will be getting a pop-up message as well as a sound. So we'll take another example of suspicious activity now. So we will be taking punch. So punch is the video that will, as I said, I'll be giving it in the file name. It's a punch video. So you can see again, we'll get a pop-up message there and also output. Okay, here you can see he's punching. So you'll get an output here has punch. You can clearly see there. And also you're getting a pop-up message saying it is a suspicious activity. Sound also gets produced, but I don't know if it's detecting here. So now I'll be taking a video which is not illegal, like a normal activity. Here you can see she's taking a smile video, just a person smiling. So you can see the difference between all these outputs. So here you can see that girl is just smiling. So it is not some criminal activity taking place. So here you'll get an output saying just smile, and here pop-up, it is a normal activity. So there is nothing criminal activities being taking place there. So that is what it means. So we'll be taking another example to show you an activity that is not illegal, like talk. So she's changing the input to talk. So here a person is talking in the cell phone. So obviously it's not an illegal activity. You can see the output here. So it's talk and normal activity. So this is how the total project works. So it classifies whether it is a normal activity or a suspicious activity. So the conclusion will be carried out by my friend Veda. Over to you, Veda.
I'm Veda and I'm here to tell you about advantages of our project. The main advantage of a project is that our system will detect activities automatically and reduce human work. And it will also protect people and money by alerting immediately with buzzer sound. And here comes a conclusion. In this project, we have presented a system for security framework at ATM centers. In particular, this project recognizes the normal and abnormal activities at ATM center. The need of developing such security system increased due to increasing in crime rate at the ATM centers, and also the lack of prevailing video surveillance system in the market. And accuracy is one metric for evaluating classification model. Our proposed system will provide an accuracy of 94% in detecting the activity. Thank you.